All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Manchildren. Episode 3, no, not the spooktacular one yet. We have that coming up. We want to let you guys know that we're going to try to really get into the theme of October. The color schemes always change. Not next week, but the week after, we're going to try and record an episode, maybe even all jazzed up in costume and things like that.
Not maybe. Will.
Well, depend. Yeah, we will. I don't know. Maybe I'll wear the Punisher one, but the vest would kind of hold it. One year, Michael and I, one year we had a pretty good costume. How many years ago was this? It was where we were.
Well, 1 year.
Yeah, it was a few years ago.
We've had a few good ones.
Yeah, but it was a joint one that we did. We did post-apocalyptic Punisher, which for me, Punisher, Mario and Luigi.
Mario, that one
was legit. Yeah,
because so Lano is really good. Oh, how am I gonna say this? He's Bob the Builder. Or no, MacGyver.
That's more of a compliment.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with MacGyver growing up.
This guy will go all out. Every costume. I still have all the
we still have it. We can always whip it out for a last minute costume if we had to. Maybe we'll wear that one.
We gotta keep them guessing.
Yeah. Well,
it's gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
Something maybe cohesive between the two of us would be great.
35 of you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what are we up to now? I haven't even seen. I'm so jaded. I'm like my millions of fans.
I think it's 35.
Yeah, hey, to me that's impressive.
It's like a solid 10,
yeah,
12.
No, I think it's like 12 or 15. I think 19.
You know,
hey, thank you for the subscribers and the people we don't know. That's even more impressive to me. That's awesome. That I understand friends and family are probably gonna be the first ones to be like subscribe and stuff and support. But we've had random people show up from like TikTok or things like that. Yeah. And I think
definitely
that's
appreciate
amazing.
it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Tell all your friends. I need to quit my job. Not kidding. I love my job. My job.
Nobody likes their job. Come on.
I love my job.
All right.
I love it.
I like the people.
No, great people. What was I going to talk to you about? Oh, so when I came in today.
Oh, yes.
Lano was all pissed off.
I'm sitting here with my neck ache, kind of just leaning back in this chair, watching some YouTube stuff. And then Michael gets here. And I was like, hey, the first plan was, okay, here's what we got. Michael, we got to have like a set program. We're trying to release these things on the weekends whenever we can. Ideally, the first one I think we released on Friday because I had it finished maybe a week early. We were still trying to figure out.
We're definitely trying to get on schedule.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah, it's tough. Michael already got a taste of it. I'm the tech guy out of the two of us, and Michael recently took on a task of editing like clips and stuff. We're sorry we don't have enough clips. We know a lot of people don't have the mental capacity to listen to an hour straight.
Sorry, I am not. You are very forgiving. But I'm not sorry. I spent 4 hours on a minute long.
Oh, yeah, now he knows how it is to be an editor.
It was insane.
And video guy,
Like I don't know how you do it. Like cutting, pasting, and then like I have fat fingers, so it does not have a little sausage.
Why is there 2 letters for every letter? I
was like, damn it, man.
Yeah, mine, I take a long time when I do stuff, but Michael will tell you it's because I get it finished. Like I think you've seen me edit before. I can finish the project in a. Oh, are we gonna have a counter, a Fuji face counter on this one?
No,
Michael,
that was smooth.
4 roses. All right,
that was. Now it hit me in the back of the throat.
Michael's gonna hide it from you guys.
Come on.
That's good. But I said when it comes to editing stuff, I can edit something immediately and it's done, but I won't let it go. It's the same thing with our costumes, everything. I got to keep adding to it.
But again,
then I get
that's
obsessed
like your,
with it.
that's your, I wish I was a medical professional.
Yeah,
so
we need one on here.
You're just obsessive, compulsive.
Yeah, I am obsessive. Like I think on that episode we should get our buttholes checked. We need to get a finger in our butt. We should do all the adult man stuff and do it live, stream it. Yeah, the proctologist.
It took us 4 minutes to start talking about buttholes.
Hey, if you guys don't get butthole talk, they're gonna unsubscribe. They're gonna check out. Yeah. Welcome to ButtStuff. ButtStuff. Yes. This is ButtStuff. ButtStuff with Lano and Mike.
Yeah. Well, what was the whole? We went back to. It was because I was late. That's why.
When it sums down,
we ran around this whole circle.
Ran around the whole thing.
It was because I was late. But I'm going to be honest with you. I've been late for a majority of my life.
Entire life. I think Michael and I were trying to, just before this started, kind of chronologically go back. Like, when did we meet? How long ago was it? When you're friends with somebody, and especially as fast as we became friends, you don't really pay attention to, I guess, time. Almost like I don't feel like a lot of my friends are my friends. They're like my brothers. Like, like there's a person that was just kind of forced in your life. You get along with them, and then that was it. Michael, I met when I think we came down. It was 15 years ago.
Yeah, around
It
2007.
it feels
8.
longer. Even that feels kind of short on how much you know each other.
years,
but
dude.
15 years, yeah,
That's
and
a child.
and it flew by. Especially when we're kind of going through photos. When I go point up here and it's an old photo of me in a costume or whatever. We're trying to make an
Put
intro.
something.
Yeah. We're trying to make an intro for this podcast, like a cool,
never gonna happen.
collage or something like that. We'll pay somebody on Fiverr to do it. But I had to go 5 photos. Michael and I aren't photogenic people. Like, we don't like taking photos. We like to stay out of the photos and stuff. So scrounging on photos, but I actually have a few of us, like, through the years, like, we were dumb young guys where we took photos. We got to this age where we're like cool guys. We're like, we don't take photos or whatever.
No,
But
it's just because I have a big head.
Yeah,
It takes
that's
up
true.
most of the picture.
we don't have wide enough the camera, we need to buy an iPhone 15 with a bigger lens on it.
damn,
Catch
that
your head in
thing's
it.
huge.
Look, it's huge. Yeah. Compare our head size on there. But I said we don't have many photos. But I said if we can get an intro, this is a side note, we get an intro. We want to make this a little more legit. Besides all this other stuff, we want a cohesive kind of intro, outro, all this kind of stuff. But getting back to us knowing each other for 15 years. A lot of people I was thinking maybe don't know us, so they don't know our history. Even people who've known us for a long time probably don't know how we met. It's kind of when you're around each other.
Oh, is this the origin story?
It's the origin story. Yeah, this is how I became a villain and Michael became the hero. That I became this bitter old man. That
We're so
I know,
cranky.
we're so cranky.
I'm so
Michael's
angry.
sad. Michael's mad boy right now. He didn't get to eat his food.
I'm so hungry.
Hungry. Yeah. Drink your meal, Michael. Drink your
And I came
Four
in.
Roses.
I was like, "Do you have anything to eat or drink?"
No, I do. I have some. I can whip
Booze?
something up. Yeah.
You
My
live
roommate
like
drank
a
all the booze.
fucking
I had all this booze left over
bachelor.
for my birthday. And then my roommate came back and he just drank through the whole damn thing. I wanted some spare ones for people that.
Back to the origin story.
Yeah, origin
we
story.
get off track.
Oh yeah.
lot.
Oh, that's the point.
Jesus, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need like a little stick. Just stop
I know.
it.
Whack. We need like an old nun just to be here and whack us. Oh God, Sister Mary.
So 15 years.
15 years, and it all started on one of the random jobs I had, over 25 plus jobs since I think I was 19 years old. I have a job every year, but this was one of them where I met a lot of my close friends.
Dude,
a lot,
like the whole group.
like kind of our squad.
Oh, yeah. And it also, you met people, like some of my closest friends I met through people at Henry's.
Yeah, through Henry's.
Yep.
Long story short, spoiler warning. To our story.
Michael's
like, through Henry's, the end. We're all trying to build an epic story for you guys. We're like, well, fucking Henry's. All right, on to our funerals.
Endorse us.
Yeah. So yeah, we get right.
I don't
to
even think they're around anymore.
No, Henry's isn't a thing anymore.
It's
so here
Sprouts
in
now.
San Diego, I don't know if it's anywhere else around the United States, if we have anybody from around the United States, excuse me. But at Henry's Marketplace. And the one in Chula Vista, which is now called Sprouts, which was like the first of the hippie, the first of the hippie grocery stores. Irwan and all those guys. It was like,
Would you really consider it hippie?
It's
a health store.
It's changed 3 times actually. It used to be called Boney's. Boney's,
Oh, really?
Yeah, Boney's was like the hippie store, and then it became Henry's Marketplace, and then it became Sprouts. And that's what it is now. It's accumulated. You go there and it's like they want you to be you and you work there and you're hip. And they're one of the first ones to allow kind of like the aesthetic of like, if you want shorts, you can wear shorts, tattoos and all that kind of
They want
stuff.
the juicy stuff.
Yeah.
I was his boss.
Trainer. He was a trainer.
No.
Michael was the farthest thing from a boss. Because when I got in there, I started running that motherfucking shit.
I started off his career.
It was one of my many jobs, Michael. It was just like, what am I going to do now? But this guy, they send me to this dude hiring. And here's Michael's way of training people. I tell the story all the time. This is why I knew me and Michael would be friends, because he didn't give a fuck about nothing. I was like, same thing. We were just there to get a check and like, at the time, flirt with girls or whatever it was. Just hang out. Yeah, Michael never flirted with girls. But here it is. I walk in. They're like, I don't know who it was introduced us.
I have no clue.
But it's like, Barbara's like, Lano, I want you to meet Michael. Michael is Lano.
No, you gotta set the stage. Like,
yeah.
I was by the.
Michael was leaning up against. He's leaning against the sliding door with a cigarette. He was smoking a cigarette.
The light hitting
there was
just
Venetian
perfect.
blinds coming through it, and he's like, "Who's this guy?" Yeah, that was
instant
Michael. Yeah,
boner.
instant boner. I was like, Jesus Christ! Back to the back to the nips. Yeah, I was like, who is this
I think
guy?
I'm attracted to
Yeah, I know. Who's this hot piece of ass? Well, Michael's standing there, probably picking his nose or something, or a wedgie out of his ass. But they said, this is Lano, this is Michael. He's going to train you. So, okay, I go, all right, cool. Let's get trained. Let's figure out. It's a self-explanatory type of job. I didn't really think I knew it. And that word,
said it.
yeah, that's what I said. That word comes in handy. So I'm expecting somebody to go, all right, this is where we keep the ropes, because the ropes, they hold all the carts together. You roll them up like this. So I expect this whole routine of stuff. But again, it's so laid back. I meet Michael and he goes, all right, so this, remember, it was like a big Home Depot plastic like cabinet that's just standing out in the open.
Jesus, man.
And it has our ropes with the hooks on it, and that's what you hook onto the front of the carts, and you pull them, you hold them together, you push. We weren't those pussies that use those remote control car things that those bastards over there at Walmart.
I thought
does.
it was the coolest. I was like, dude,
I
I'm
know.
super buff.
I know, I was super buff, pushing like 20 carts. I had 34 carts at one time. You're not supposed to do any of this stuff. Michael and I were out there doing whatever the hell we wanted to do. When we walked outside the building, it was our world. But basically, I'm going, okay, show me what to do. And he's like, okay, these are the ropes. This is their vest. You put this on.
Here it is.
You walk outside. It's self-explanatory. And then, okay, self-explanatory. Then we walk over to where you're supposed to bag the stuff. These are the bags. If you need more bags, it's self-explanatory. We walk outside. He's like, this is where the carts go. You corral the carts. It's self-explanatory.
It's pushing carts. Like,
yeah,
what,
but
what
that's
more?
literally what it was. Michael was like,
it doesn't take a genius for it.
Yeah, it's self-explanatory.
You
like,
hook
all
it
right.
and you push it.
Yeah, and
put
this
it
is
in
me.
the corral.
I'm a man of common sense. I could have done that job with my eyes closed. Anybody
You wanted
could've.
to say it was self-explanatory.
Yeah,
so
well,
bad.
yeah, I just said it was self-explanatory. Basically, that's exactly what it was. But working there was fun. I said everybody we met. We had a friend named Danny Payne. We met all these cool people that were. I'm the oldest out of our friends, so I've been the creepy old guy for a long time with all my younger friends, just swooping in on their younger ladies. But I'm just saying that's the guy I was. I was just an older guy who met all these people, and I was in the band scene at the time, and it was Terror Spell still at the time. I was in a dumb metal band called Terror Spell. And
you're just plugging up.
I'm plugging it. Go back and check out Terror Spell. There's nowhere to find it. If you can find an old disc from a druggie in Chula Vista, yeah, it's not on Spotify. But basically, we met a bunch of our crew there, a bunch of people. And immediately, like, I think within the first day, Michael and I hanging out and talking outside, I gave him a nickname. And
then that's not.
Yeah, I don't want to get the nickname. We'll get it started again. Yeah, it was his nickname for a long time, and it was a reference to Will Ferrell's skit or something. I was just like, Michael's a cool guy. I was like, all right, this guy's cool. I was like, he laughs at the joke. Like, it's like when I say something, he had a good response. It's kind of like he's a good partner to all the crime thing that I want, all the ideas I came up with. So immediately gave him a nickname. It was like just kind of bonded, hung out. Came over, hung out with my mom's house, with my grandma's house.
It's because
same thing with you.
It's because your family, your grandma, that whole setup like reminded me of mine.
Yeah,
like little old white ladies.
Yeah,
that like
we were both kind of raised by our grandmothers in a way. My mom was in my life big time, but we had grandmas very, very large portions of our lives.
Yeah. Like I would say from birth to like 10 years.
Yeah,
it was grandma and grandfather, but. Afterwards, we moved out to Arizona at that point,
and then came back.
Yeah.
To the grandmas.
I spent a majority of my adulthood out there.
Yeah,
Wilcox, Arizona.
Arizona. Cool spot, cool people, laid back. But we had a lot in common like that, especially living in the Chula Vista area. We both had grandmas. We're both lingering around. I think we both had grandmas. You losers don't have any grandmas. We had grandmas, but the same. Like I said, they're older, traditional, kind of like old white ladies, They're very simple ladies, but very nice ladies. But that was basically our stomping grounds. I said after that, Michael and I have worked right now together 3 separate times and separate occasions. Randomly, again, every year I'll be like, there was a new job I want to do. I just was trying to do as much as possible to keep myself, because of the OCD, or like I can't focus on something for too long. Hence the it's ButtStuff now, but Manchildren, ButtStuff. And it was always hard for me to focus on, so I always got a new job all the time. But Michael, Henry's Marketplace. One time we were going to work, it would have been the 4th time, it's a place called HD Supply, which was like an offshoot of Home Depot. Yeah, we're talking about the orange story. Forever 21. Michael and I worked at Forever 21.
That's where I met my wife.
Yeah, that's where he met his wife. And that's what's a good origin story right there. We could probably get into that. I met my like a serious girlfriend from that as well. A lot of cool stuff came from that. And again, it was like, nepotism has always hooked me up. It was always somebody had a hookup, and that's where I got the job. I don't think I ever really went and fought for a job. It's always like, hey, they're hiring over here. I'm like, all right, well, it's been about a year. Maybe I'll go do that too. But all great stuff happened to that, and now we work together at a nonprofit. We won't say just so people don't blow us up. All our fans don't show up.
Yeah, don't stalk us,
don't
please.
stalk us over there.
That's creepy.
But yeah, that's some of the origin story. And I said we're trying to basically all tie it into what I would like to tie it into in the name, Manchildren, and all that stuff. Is Michael and I have been perpetual kids at heart. I think the majority of our lives.
I think most people can relate.
Yeah.
I believe like I'm still stuck in watching like anime. And, don't smile. Yeah. Don't giggle. Don't giggle. My wife is gonna be like, "Damn it! Why'd you say it on air?"
Yeah.
I don't know, like that movie's collecting action figures and such.
Yeah, I don't do it as much now. I don't think I still enjoy all that stuff. I love to be a kid mentally. I do physically. I wish I was trying to become a kid still. I'll just start cracking open fetus body. Yeah, like shit in my pants and have somebody else clean it up. But I would say with you and I knowing each other for so long, I think out of our friend group, you and I have probably stayed, I feel, the most similar. Like if people saw us now, I think I've heard it before, like, oh, you haven't changed. Michael's the same. Michael is more adult than I am. Michael would be the man in the man show. I'd be the child in the child, even though I'm the older one. Michael has kind of, and a lot of it comes down to things that you went for. I think that tie more or in line more with like growing up and being an adult. Yeah. You have an awesome wife, who's a mature woman, like not a little girl, not a dumb girl. Yeah, I don't know how Michael got it. I don't know how it goes. It's probably a few times where it was going to go like south, and then Michael pulls it back. I had something to do with one of them too. I think keeping you guys together.
Okay. So, I'm a fucking idiot. I've always been romance. Yeah. I'm love.
Yeah.
And
the movies Michael likes too will kind of be representative of that too.
Yeah. Love the rom-coms.
Yeah, rom-coms. I love them too, but I know what you mean. It's like when you watch a certain show when you were young, like Boy Meets World, with like Corey and Topanga get together, it actually make you like how the last episode we're talking about. We come out of a movie like wanting to do action. When you watch those movies, you kind of want to get that life. You want to live their life.
Honestly, some of the most recent thing I watched and it like blew my mind was Normal People.
Oh yeah, great show.
That show just hit me different.
Kind of too like real, like loving dark. Like.
I love
pretty
it,
depressing.
I love it. It was more realistic.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out on Hulu. But
sponsor us. Plugging Hulu for no reason. We need to get some money for that.
But met my wife, started dating.
This is Forever 21.
Yeah, and then a quick brief history. Started dating. She realized, man, this guy's a loser, and I was like, damn it. And so we stopped dating, but we still kept in contact. She was way out of my fucking league. Oh yeah, she's way out of my league. Yeah,
she's still way out of my league. She's very well put together. Very well put together woman.
But somehow got back in her good grace. Yeah. But somehow got back in to talking with her. We just gravitated towards each other. And then we gave it another shot, started dating, and I think it was week 2 when we went out to a bar, all of us, and I was younger, I was an idiot, and I got insanely drunk.
Yeah. Which Michael never really did.
No,
really,
No. I keep it pretty even keeled, but I remember, what did I do? I think it was
browned out. Probably not blacked out, but browned out.
I got super drunk, and then I fucking told her I loved her.
Oh,
like week 2, and like
rom-coms.
Any normal human being would have been like, dude, this is creepy.
Yeah.
But luckily Lano was there and was like, he's drunk, and spoke to her, and somehow, some way, she was like, damn, I guess.
Yeah. I think she's romantic at heart because I don't think any man. I think she's been hit on, Rosa, especially the type of girl always got hit on all the time and things like that. But has a good head on her shoulders. Her family's awesome. Being raised by the women she's raised by, I think that's one of the biggest factors into it, of course. And her sisters, her cousins, and stuff like that.
Diana.
Yeah,
Dennis.
Diana. The way she likes to pronounce. She yelled at me once before. It's Diana. But just having a great head on her shoulders, and I'm sure she threw all these guys. But Michael, I think you saying that probably actually benefited you. It can be jarring, I think, for a woman, but I don't think she had a lot of experience with assholes, but probably saw a lot of them.
Yeah.
And the fact that you were genuinely saying something and expressing yourself in that way, I think it helped you out. And of course, my smooth wingman is probably helped smooth it over.
I love you.
Yeah. You're welcome, Michael.
But yeah, great times.
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot. I have the worst memory on earth.
Yeah. Procrastinators. We're both procrastinators. We're both. We forget a lot of things. I think we remember them at the wrong time. We're not at the opportune times.
I'm gonna remember what the fuck I was.
We're gonna remember. No, whip it out. This is
try to bring it back.
This is sporadic. We're gonna probably blurt it out as we're talking about.
But it's been 15 fucking years.
Yeah, 15 years. I'm bringing it all the way around. 15 years. Origin story. How we met. Self-explanatory. Working together. Met his wife. And they met before I even worked at Forever 21. This was like later down the line after I became kind of pulled into the fold of Forever 21.
Yeah.
Rosa meeting certain friends Michael had at that job. I eventually got the job because I was looking for another job during Christmas time. They're like, hey, come work here. There was all people who were the management, were people I partied with and stuff like that. So again, quadruple nepotism just popped out, and I was able to get a job there. And then when the dating thing, I met one of my this is my longest term girlfriend I ever had at that time.
Yeah.
Met her there, and I got out of a relationship. I remember that. And she came after me. I wasn't going to try to get another one, and she kind of came after me and asking people about it. So I got a girlfriend. So Forever 21 was a great time.
But I think,
stuff came out.
I think one of the biggest things that kind of like the things we liked the most were music, movies, TV shows. We would go to metal shows 24/7.
Yeah, at that time, being in the band scene, it was kind of like it was just part of things you do. That when you hung out, you went to metal shows.
Are you still listening? Are you still keeping up with?
No. So here's the thing. I have a friend, Garrett, who just keeps up with everything. He is a metal head at heart. He is forever hardcore kid, metal head. Doesn't act like it. Just a fully put together adult. Has Garrett. 2 kids. Great family. Awesome dude. Best guy you can ever know. And he still listens, and he's another person physically, maybe man-child, because he looks exactly the same and into the same stuff, but he shouldn't change because it's not negative. It's not anything bad. He's the best version of it.
He's a genuinely nice guy.
You have these guys who are like bros and stuff who live like in our Santee area who are all about that life and probably just listen to just straight metal, and they're like Trump supporters or whatever it is, like you want to say like that, like that type of. I'm not saying anything about that, but I mean like that's the type of. Yeah, but I'm just saying that's the.
We love everybody.
Yeah, I don't.
Everybody.
Eat both of them. Both sides are wacky. But when it comes down to it, he's like he doesn't act the way you think he would act because of the way he is. He keeps up with all the metal stuff, just like he's all about this new band. I love a good breakdown. I like the breakdowns.
So you're not then who?
I don't follow anything new. I still listen to on my YouTube music app. I still listen to the same stuff. I'll put a Bury Your Dead on and stuff. I'm a creature of habit when it comes to that.
So is that like your go-to YouTube?
YouTube music. And the benefit is YouTube is my favorite thing ever. It's my favorite channel. Like,
really?
Yeah, people will watch, I like CBS. I like HBO. I pay for the commercial free. When you watch a commercial free, it's just changed everything. I'm a person, when I want to watch something specific, you go and type it and you're looking for a very unique, specific thing, it pops up. And then the things I'm subscribed to, it's just like, you get to watch them all without stopping. And then what the benefit of it is you pay, I think it was like $11 something a month, and you get no commercials, and you get YouTube music free. So anything that is audio on YouTube, you can listen to it.
I'm a Spotify for music. That's like all day.
I used to have it, yeah.
No, you don't?
I used to. No, I got the YouTube, and it just kind of gave me 2 for 1.
And then Netflix, HBO type of. I can't YouTube like. To me, it's like what you had said a few episodes ago, doom scrolling. Yeah. To me, it's just jumped from one fucking rabbit hole to another fucking hole, and it's just like I keep thinking buttholes. Jesus rabbit hole. Yeah. Your eyes just are turning into buttholes.
Just farting at you.
No, but it just gets. And to me, I feel like it's outdated.
No, I don't.
I'm bougie now, man. I'm into TikTok.
No, that's. That is a true rabbit hole. That's just your brain is melting on that thing. Man. We even had a discussion with a coworker of ours and how it's changed her perception of like paying attention to things or just her attention span and stuff. And it we could say that about we could say that about all applications or all social media things, that it's kind of just vapid scrolling and stuff. But something about that one is just so, it's like when you're younger and you just keep changing the channels. You're like, go back.
I feel like it's just like instant like dopamine. Like,
yeah, if especially, I think their algorithm's a little more catered to what you're watching than like at Instagram or anything like that. Instagram has it, but they just keep feeding you on TikTok.
I just can't get my fucking feed to change.
Yeah,
like it's just like cop videos, and I'm like, what the hell? It just
if
started.
anybody's a pro at TikTok, send a message,
Please,
Michael Wade.
please.
How do you reprogram the algorithm or something like that?
I don't know. And that's, again, I'm fucking old and it's hard. I like Google shit now. Like, how do I change this?
Hey, I Google stuff all the time. The reason I'm a tech expert, people go, oh, hit me up. It's because I just bothered to go and look up that stuff. A lot of times somebody goes, hey, Lano, how do you fix that? Because I worked in the tech world before.
Every fucking time. This is his answer.
Yeah, but every time, all I do is I tell people, Google it. You know, I'll tell them to Google it, but I Google it myself.
No, the first thing you always fucking tell me, it's always like when something breaks or something doesn't work in my house, obviously I try to fix it, but tech-wise, it's Lano. Mm-hmm. Rosa's like, just call Lano. Just call Lano. And it's like the first thing you tell me, and I fucking hate it when it's right, is... Did you turn it off? Did you turn it off?
Here's the thing. That's the number one rule on IT support.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Lano, it's something really crazy. Yeah. I'm probably going to have to shovel money. Can you just come over and fix it?
Yeah.
Just turn it off.
Turn it off and just turn it off and turn it back on. And what happens?
It fucking works.
It fucking works. And it's a running joke in IT. There's a show called The IT Crowd.
Wait. Tech time.
Tech time.
Yeah.
Tech time with Lano. All right.
Here we go.
Unplug it and plug it back in. So here's the thing. Here, when the lights went off on our first
Welcome
episode,
everyone
I just
to
unplugged
Tech
it
Time.
and plugged it back in. Yeah, Tech time. We should charge for this. I usually do. I charge about $80 an hour for this information.
Jesus.
Yeah. But and a lot of my clientele and stuff, I work in that space, not as much now, but once in a blue moon, I actually go out and I'll teach usually elderly people kind of how to use the device, or people like Michael's brain. Elderly and Michael's brain. It's like my mom calls me. Everybody. The problem with knowing stuff about tech is everybody asks you about it. But stuff I don't know can usually be figured out just by going, well, this thing was fixed like that, so let me get back. And it usually always comes down to a device is going to go south sometime. Mm-hmm. The main thing you do, the first thing you should ever do is not...
buy another one.
You're buying another Michael, just buy another. Turn it off, turn it back on. A reboot is always the way to go. And there's a running joke with a show called IT Crowd, where they're an IT specialist in this office, and every single time somebody calls them, he's like, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on? You know? And that always like fixes the issue.
British humor.
Yeah. It's a great show. Michael hated it. They tried to do it in America. It just didn't work, but because they tried it one for one, not like The Office, where it really evolved and blew up on it.
I'm going to say it. I've never seen the British version.
No? Yeah, the British version is great. It is very dry and it's very British, but do you ever watch What We Do in the Shadows?
No, I've seen the American version, like the previews and everything.
Yeah, the new one, the television version. There's a character named, an actor named Matt Berry.
British version of it?
No, there was a New Zealand version with Taika Waititi did a movie.
Oh, okay,
and then
cool.
they made the show here in America.
Was that
all
with
the
Johnny
producers. No, it had Taika Waititi was in it. Johnny Depp's not in it.
In the movie?
He's not in the movie. What We Do in the Shadows? No, it's 3 actors. They're all New Zealanders. It's what's his name from the Flight of the Conchords.
He's gonna be right here. I think. Yes, I think I'm right.
Johnny Depp in What We Do in the Shadows?
The movie.
You're talking about where he was the vampire.
Yes.
That's not that. That's not What We Do in the Shadows. I forget the name of that one, but he plays a vampire. It was like a Tim Burton-esque movie. That was the other one. Right, What We Do in the Shadows is an independent New Zealand movie, like New Zealanders, Kiwi movie, starring Taika Waititi, where 3 vampires are roommates. They live in New Zealand, and it's like a reality show. And that's how they make it with the other. But the guy, Matt Berry, awesome comedic actor. He's hilarious. He plays the boss, or the son of the boss who becomes the boss. And he's one of the best things about the damn show. You got to give it a try. So give it a watch. Well, coming back.
Full circle.
Full circle. Coming back around.
Music.
We weren't talking about music. Oh, yeah, I guess we were talking about music, weren't we? We're talking about metal music.
I asked you who you were listening to, and you just went on this tangent of
I said who we're listening to like right now, like literally when it comes to metal, because I was trying to think of metal artists. No new metal artists. We're talking Unearth, Bury Your Dead. I listen to all the same stuff. All my friends still want to go to shows and things like that. That's where I'm an old curmudgeon. I don't like being surrounded by a bunch of sweaty people. A curmudgeon.
What the hell is a
curmudgeon? Curmudgeon is think of Ebenezer Scrooge, like humbug. You guys stay get off my lawn. Yeah, a curmudgeon. And I proudly take on a lot of the traits of a curmudgeon.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood is the ultimate curmudgeon. In Gran Torino, that is a curmudgeon. Get off my pointing at him, just going by, boom. So I'm not as drastic as that because life just hasn't beat me down completely. It's getting close, I think, but it hasn't beat me down. But that curmudgeon, new word of the day, curmudgeon. There you go.
It's going to be a completely wrong.
We're going to turn into a child show. Today's word is Crumudgeon. Michael's like, oh.
I think they would be more entertaining.
I know, they're definitely more entertaining. Would you guys like puppets? I can have a puppet come over the back here and do shit. I'll work on ventriloquisting, or we'll hire somebody to be back. One of my roommates will be back here. But with music, if we want to talk about music, I listen to that stuff for the nostalgia of it. Because I know the guaranteed breakdowns. Last night,
no, just not metal in general. What do you listen to?
Music. Michael will tell you right now, all the time. Hip hop is my thing, only because I love dancing so much. I'm a dancing machine.
What kind of hip hop?
Like hip hop, it's my number one is Drake.
Oh yeah, Drake.
Drake is my favorite to listen to.
I'm not. How does it go?
It's wipe the nose and blow it off. We could maybe put my dance. Michael's like, Michael. Michael's all about wiping his boogers and flicking them somewhere. He knows that dance. But it's the nose wipe and the hand swipe. I could do the whole thing if I was standing. We'll probably put a video. I have a video up here, I think. Multiple videos doing the Drake. The Drake works perfectly on drunk white girls in clubs. When they're so drunk and you start doing the Drake, like, oh my God, one girl went, oh my God, you're just like Drake. I look nothing like Drake.
Yeah,
nothing like Drake. But the essence is there. They're like, oh my God, you're just like Drake. But
I saw Drake last night.
Yeah, Drake. Did you see Drake? He was totally Mexican-Italian guy. He had a mustache and a beard. This was before. Yeah. I didn't know Drake was Mexican-Italian. Oh my God, he had slick back hair. He looked like the Punisher. It was hot. But Drake is always my number one. Chris Brown. It's all like the songs I grew up with. Yeah. My favorite, I think now, there's an artist, I think I've showed you called, two guys called Majid Jordan, which I guess would be, it's like R&B, neo soul, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's in the OVO community. They're under OVO. Okay. So, maybe not as much The Weeknd now, but like when that middle weekend, like all with the balloons and all those albums that he had. What was it called?
I just remember lots of album covers.
Yeah, he had balloons. A bunch of album covers, and they're really hip, cool, trendy kind of ones. Yeah.
Well, what was that other platform that it reminded me of? Pictures, not MySpace. It was. Oh no!
All I know is like Flickr. Tumblr.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a Tumblr word. Yeah.
All you old folks.
Yeah, old folks. Tumblr. Tumblr was the shit back then. It was our last little vessel, like thing close to MySpace. You know,
MySpace for all you youngins.
Yeah, no, MySpace blows all your freaking social media out of the water.
The greatest.
The true. You know how they're always saying about. Clearly, Mark Zuckerberg is against individuality. That when you watch that movie, who knows how true it is, social networking stuff. He created it because he was tired of every cool person being cool. He wanted everybody to be the same. That was kind of the thing, to make this overall blanket of nobody's cool anymore. If everybody's cool, nobody's cool. Really, you know? I don't hate him at all. Like I think he's an innovator and did a lot of stuff. He probably stole ideas like the people said he did in the movies or whatever. But whatever, he provided a service to people. We don't have to use it. We're the idiots using it.
Facebook was a college thing.
It was a college thing. I remember it used to be called the Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And I think every college had like a Facebook type of registry or something like that.
I remember that. But back to MySpace.
Yeah.
MySpace. You had your quote. You had your music.
You could start music when you log in the page. Yeah, that was the
you guys have
thing.
No clue what you missed.
You're talking about that mean girl shit and everything. Like you can like bring your friend down a rung. Your friend thinks he's a shit. I'm the best friend. Or this girl likes me. Or
you're
that
not
girl
gonna
likes me.
Call me back.
Yeah,
you're not in my top.
Your top four. It went to top 8 because of the outrage of like, why am I not on your top? They had like top 65. You know, it was like a shit ton of people. They were on your top, but you can have all like your favorite people on there.
You had to find the most niche.
Yeah, niche. Michael's learning. Here's another word. Niche. Okay, kids. Niche. Not niche.
Sound it out.
Niche.
Like quote as well as your music. Dude, I thought I was the coolest. I was look at my Facebook, bro.
But here's the thing. I think if everybody was stuck with it. Yeah, MySpace. Here's my quote. The cool thing about MySpace, too, is it taught you how to code.
Really?
You never did? Did you? No. You probably had somebody do it for my friend Garrett was really good at it. I got really good at it. You start going online and weird forums.
It's been so long.
So basically, when you open your page, it would be your normal white background with your picture. The guy who started was Tom. That was like the default, like standing on the side. You have your picture. You have like a quote or whatever. Eventually, you were able to do music. Just start playing like whatever songs you want. You can have playlists that go your friends. But then you can get into code with like asterisk, //. You can enter in certain numbers, and it would change the color of your background. Put borders on things. It was amazing. We got pretty intense with it.
We're slipping into nerd talk.
But I wish no, this is nostalgia talk. I wish we would have stuck with it because if we would have stuck with it, we probably would have been like graphic designers and all this kind of stuff. Because Garrett was so good at it, he could have been an amazing graphic designer. He never kind of used those skills for that. But man, he was really killer at it. We had it was the best for music too, because your band site, you can have all your music on there. This is before Spotify and all these other places kind of became the guardians of music. Like you had to go through this, or you had to go through that.
I remember having one. I remember it wasn't on your phone. It was on your computer.
Yeah, it was on your computer. Yeah, it was on the phone.
And I was too poor for a computer.
Yeah,
it was like Danny Payne's or your computer.
Yeah, the computer.
Let me change my...
I think we all went to Danny Payne's computer in the den. We used to hang out at the place. He had this cool... His parents let him do whatever. God loved Danny Payne and his mom, Cindy. Like his dad, Mike. They were the coolest parents. We had all these kids coming over to hang out in his converted garage, which we called the den. And the most wild stuff down there. Danny Payne once was like wrestling naked, and he got
don't call him out.
No, he got it because it was amazing. But
he was a great guy.
No, he's always been a great guy. Love him. He's the best. But his dog bit him in the dick.
His daughter will watch this someday.
Yeah. Hey, turn it off. Don't watch this. We're talking about it was an amazing microcosm of just amazing memories.
Yeah.
We had the best time. There's a video of me, Michael, and Danny air drumming to this random worst air drummer in the fucking world right here. The worst.
I don't play instruments.
Michael, give me air drums right now. If you were to air drum something, some sick ass beat just came on. Do it. Come on.
What?
Come on, Michael. Do air drum. That's it. He's hitting both things at the same time. He's just hitting cymbals.
Who the hell plays?
Yeah, you just...
I was going to say sports.
Me and Garrett. Garrett and I, we used to listen to metal songs. We would get out and like air guitar.
You're so
we'd
cool.
We were the coolest guys ever. Cool. Dude, all the chicks would just gather around his truck. And I'd just be like, Lano, Garrett, Lano.
This whole fucking podcast is just to get you laid.
Yeah.
He's like, I play metal.
I play metal. I used to be in a metal band. It's never going to get me laid for anything, I guarantee. Because women don't want to know all this stuff about a guy. When I go out, if we throw it back
what is it? Self-deprecation?
Yeah, self-deprecation. I'm completely self-deprecating now. I think self-deprecation. It's going to go off the side of the screen. It's going to be so big it won't stay in the parameters of it. It'll be
Wait,
off
so
the side.
are you on dating sites or
we're
just we're pressing the fucking button one more time?
Yeah, so if we want to get into that dating aspect of it, we're going for relationship, back, whatever, you getting married. Here's the difference between Michael and I. Michael did, I think, probably the smart thing to do and met somebody who really loved him and was great and everything. And it was like, you know what? This woman's awesome. I'm going to marry her. My thought process is the complete opposite. I get into a relationship and I think I'm good at them and I enjoy it. And the women I've dated and been in a relationship with, fantastic women. No, not a bad word to say about these women. Like all the women that are my girlfriends, amazing girls. All the women that I even dated, I picked them for a reason. They picked me for a reason. It all worked out great. But I have this thing where it same thing with the jobs and things in my life. It's like, squirrel. Like I just see another thing. And it's not that I want to be with somebody else or anything like that. I just have this thing where I feel me being the way I am.
You're just meant to be a bachelor.
Yeah, I think meant to be a bachelor. For the way I am, I don't like to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. But I know my personality, knowing that it's probably never going to change. I'm always going to be this. We keep chiming back. We're trying to get it. Man-children, just man-children. It's this thing where I never wanted to grow up. I don't know if back in the day, that commercial, Toys R Us kid, I don't want to grow up. But if I did.
The giraffe.
I think I hung on to something like that. And I realized when my personality developed at a young age where I realized people liked it, I think I was like, oh, people like this so much. So when something's a guarantee, I just hung on to it.
Yeah.
And being in a long-term relationship scares me because I know I'm always going to be that guy. And I think in a relationship, you have to be able to mold and change together. And I don't think I'm ever truly willing to change in those aspects.
And it's okay. You're meant to be a bachelor. You're meant to try everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. And it's like, and I'm not trying to add another thing to my, like a check on the wall and X. Like, got another one. I'd rather have less of those, be honest with you. But I love socializing. That's
sweet guy.
Shut up. I'm the sweetest.
I'd rather have less than it.
No.
Shut up.
Yeah, no. I'd rather have less because then you have all these things like places you can't go anymore. Yeah, places you can't go anymore. People you really can't associate with.
Do you have a type?
No, I don't have a type. When I was younger, I used to put this kind of focus on they had to look like this, had to look like that, had to look like this.
Fucking freak about they have to look like this.
Yeah, everything.
They have to be a certain. And I was just like, dude, that is unrealistic.
Yeah, it is. And to me, was I ever describing like a supermodel though?
No,
I was never describing like supermodel or plastic surgery.
You were describing something that not.
I want 5 foot nothing. I want dark hair, slightly snaggled tooth. You know, it was like some random stuff.
Only 3 moles.
Yeah, only 3 moles. Yeah, it was thinking like I couldn't tattoos. I don't like to this very day. I don't like tattoos. I don't like. Yeah, Michael's all tatted up and everything. It's just I'm like I said, OCD, anal retentive. I always thought people like, oh, you should get a tattoo. If I got a tattoo, I'd have to get the identical one, and it better be identical because I don't like things being off for some reason. It's just very odd. I can't.
You need to see a professional.
Yeah, no, they're gonna tell me already what I know. Like, you lost your fucking mind. But they're like, they had to be like, I would only date Latinas. I only ever dated Latina, Mexican girls. That was kind of the thing. It was a specific thing, and I kind of only ever got that. But I think all the women that I've dated, they've all looked completely different from each other. Maybe a few maybe crossed, and because they're all like most of them are Mexican, so you know genetically they might look similar in some aspects and stuff.
I think you've been really big on like, oh, looks have to be it, but
yeah,
I think you're definitely a personality type of person.
Yeah.
Where if they hit it right, then
it hit it right, Michael. We're not getting the sex talk yet. Yeah, but I think you're right. I do have these I'm a very vain person. I'm very shallow and all this kind of stuff. But when I act, it kind of contradicts that because people I get in a relationship with would be like, oh, that's not a girl I think Lano would have dated because he says all this stuff like she got to be model, she got to be blah, blah. And that's not how it is. Like I do care about getting along because I'm a very particular person, my personality and stuff. So clearly the person has to have an awesome personality to mesh with mine. I'm not saying like I'm awesome or anything. It's just I'm very particular. I'm always goofing around. They got to be pretty lighthearted or chill. And they all have been awesome. They all been really chill, really cool. But I do have this thing where it's like I feel it's going to go on forever. I'm scared of like forever, and it's basically letting them down. That's kind of like my big issue. I don't want them to get tired of me because they'll be like, oh, he's just doing the same. He just acts the same. He's not interested in buying a house or getting married. I'm not interested in those things, and I don't want to waste their time.
Who hurt you?
No, no. I think my first relationship, I was all pro for it. It didn't go well. And I realized immediately, I was like, well, relationships don't always go well. And the effort you had to put into them to get over certain hurdles, I just wasn't willing to do them.
You're just a bachelor.
Yeah, I think it's just a bachelor, yeah. And women are one of my favorite things in the whole world. Be the
cool uncle.
Yeah, being raised by my mother, grandmother. I was always around women, and I feel most comfortable around women. I love being around women. And I feel like I'm on the top of my game. That's why I do like dating, because they make me a better person. I feel like I'm cleaner, you know. I care more about like my physique or anything like that. So everything in my life, they're very beneficial. But it gets to a certain point where I kind of chime back to these faults about myself. And again, I just don't want to waste anybody's time. So I try not to linger or stick around too much because I want as much experience with them to be positive. Anytime they see me in a negative light, I go, oh, fuck, I can't be seen in a negative light.
Another layer of that onion for pulling back.
Yeah. Well, just like, it's basically, this show is my dating profile. That's what I said. And if you can get by all that stuff and you just want to have a good time. Or a
sad diary.
Yeah. Not sad. Because I'm a content person with who I am in a lot of aspects. Yeah. There's a lot of things, I said physical and all that kind of stuff, that the things I can improve and change and stuff. But my overall core personality, I think I'm always going to be that person.
Yeah, because if you're a douchey guy, you're always going to be a douchey guy.
Yeah, douchey guy, yeah. And I'm afraid people might see me, like when I'm dating and stuff, I come off as a cocky jerk to a lot of people, I do believe. I think people have had to warm up to me. I've had people tell me after we become friends, like, oh, I didn't think I was going to like you. One of my best friends, Mia, that I've known forever, when I first met her, and Mark, my friends, they were bartenders, and I used to go up to the window, and I was this young, annoying 21-year-old guy who just wanted to joke around. And they're adults trying to pay their bills and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just there to like meet girls and talk to people and just make some money while I was in a band. So I'm behind the counter all the time making jokes. They're basically like, Lano, I need to work. And Mia was like, when you were first around, you've seen like this kid that I didn't want to hang out with or talk with, but actually started talking to me and hanging out with me. Now, love them to death. They're like family to me. Rachel and everybody, like fantastic, amazing people. And I like grew. They realized, oh, all the stuff that you present, like cocky or shallow or whatever, I don't think when you actually get to know me, I'm probably not actually that person. I don't feel I am in that way, but I know how I might come off to people. I'm very blunt. I'm very brass. I come off very quickly and like, this is who I am, deal with it kind of thing. And it doesn't always rub people the right way, but they're always very, very nice about it. They'll laugh it off, or I'll distract with a joke or something like that.
I'm just fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I keep seeing myself. I'm like,
Michael's getting turned on by myself.
I'm sorry.
I said I would think I would think some pointers for you. Like, what do you think? Like, I want to ask you as my best friend, what would you like me to be? Like, what would you like for me? Like, girl wise, relationship wise, would you like to see me in a long term relationship, married or something like that? Like,
obviously, it's the fucking. I want you to be happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want you to fucking be with someone. I don't male, female. I don't care.
The ladies, just the ladies. Unless there's a clone of me.
If you saw yourself,
just myself. Who
just
is that?
It would be.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, that's a weird.
Lana, is there a Lana out there with a beard? Sweet chick with a beard and a big butt.
No, I just want you to be happy. Obviously, I want you to find someone, but realistically, I've known you for 15 years. Yeah. You're that bachelor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you'll ever be content.
Yeah, I think it's even more dangerous. If I had any bit of success, it would totally just continue the way I am to the max. I know for sure it would.
Be a douchebag.
No, I don't think I'd be a douchebag, but I would literally, if I have the ability. Like Michael and I were both. I'm 40. He's getting there soon. Like we're adult men, or we should be by this time. We're adult men. But Michael is kind of cool with like not going out anymore, all that stuff. I want to still go out in the club and dance and party and stuff.
With it?
Not really drink.
I fucking can't.
Yeah, I can do it because I love to entertain. I love being around people like that.
I'm talking directly to the 30-somethings. You feel it. You feel it in your bones.
Yeah.
You feel it. That couch.
Comment if you feel similar to Michael.
That couch, that TV show, be it anime, drama. Let's go with I call it trash TV, but like Housewives.
Yeah, Rosa stuff.
On a Friday night after you work, you take a nice little shower, a little bit of wine. For me, it's water. Like, I don't really drink. But that's the most comfortable thing on earth.
I don't know. It depends on what type of personality trait. To me, I'm the most comfortable when there's 1,000 people around me that are interested in being entertained and having a good time.
Or just interested in you.
No, yeah. That's all. What's the whole point of going out? What's the whole point of going out?
Jesus.
Yeah, but I do want. I want to be entertained.
People to stare at me.
Oh yeah, I love being the center of attention. I love being the center of attention. But the thing is, again, I love being the center of attention. People pay attention to me, but I want them to enjoy me being around.
I like the idea of like, yeah, man, I'll go with you. Like, let's do it. We're gonna hit a bar. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Michael Friday, Saturday night. Yeah. I'm like,
hey, we're going to the second spot. Michael's like,
I'm like, Rosa, yeah. What excuse can I give to them? Like,
He tells the bartender, could you please call my wife? He slide her the number. He gives her the angel code thing, like you're in trouble.
No, it's
what's the angel code thing? Yeah, the angel code thing. Like, please call my wife.
Wait, what is it?
I don't know. Yeah, it's something like this or
throwing up
yeah, we're gonna get shot out on the street. What's the angel code? But yeah, Michael's just like, please get me the fuck out of here. We can see it. Michael is that type of person. We had a guys' night. Was it earlier this year or last year? It was one of the best times we had in a long time.
I'm sorry, when you say it out loud, it's like, fuck, I am lame.
Yeah, it was
we had a guys' night like 2 years ago. Yeah. It was so much.
We went out with our friend Greg, who has a kid and married and stuff. Roger, who's kind of like me, I guess, in a way. Perpetual bachelor. Oh, hey, you got a girlfriend?
Roger is settled down.
What? He settled down? All right. Well, I'll wait and see. Okay.
Roger is very successful.
Yeah. Roger, why'd you leave me, man? Come on.
Nah, he settled down.
Bring your card back. I'm gonna cut that thing.
He has a great girl. You're the only one,
congrats
man.
To you. Yeah, I'm the oldest and the lamest. I guess when you really get, you want to talk about lame. That's the thing. It's like I feel I gotta stay like the Ronin out in the fucking wilderness. I just gotta keep trucking along with my sword and just keep doing what I'm doing.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah, Samurai Jack. I just want to just keep being that guy. It's gonna get it's probably already sad now, to be honest with you, but it's gonna get sadder and sadder. It's gonna get sadder. If I get rich, it's dangerous though. It's gonna be over. If I was to win I can't win the lottery.
I'm just gonna live vicariously.
Yeah, that's what I say. If I won the lottery, I would be the happiest. People say money doesn't solve all your problems. Bullshit. Money would solve all my problems. I'd probably still get cancer or anything like that. Jesus. Like bad stuff. I could get hit by a car or whatever. Like the world can end. But people who are rich. I've known a lot of rich people. A lot of my clientele have been rich people. Anytime I go, it's great having money there. It's fantastic having money. It solves all your problems that are like small problems, like the problems that, like, again, health and all that kind of stuff. You have to do that. You got to be as healthy as you can. You can get sick. Yeah. But when it comes down to it, if I was rich,
I'm not shallow, but Fuck, money.
I am shallow, yeah. But it would solve all my problems. Me be able to have the time is the most important thing. Like money, it just gives me more time to do whatever I want. That's really what it comes down to. Because if I had if I had Jeff Bezos money or anything, I would share it with everybody, because that whole thing of wanting to make everybody happy and have a good time. Like if I went out, everybody goes out. I know I'd buy, like, what would you do if you won the lotto right now? $1 billion. We're talking $1 billion. No, taking taxes out. No, nothing. The B, the big B. And I've recently watched, like, those videos. We've always said $1 million. It's the Austin Powers thing where he's like, why make billions when we can make millions? When you realize the juxtaposition between $1 million and $1 billion, I think on a Joe Rogan podcast, a guy started breaking it down in days and how long it would be.
Oh, really?
And it is insanely mind-boggling on how much $1 billion. So think $1 billion you could do. Again, I'm 40. I probably have maybe another 40 years. 80s is kind of like the average, I think, for most people.
I think the first thing I'm doing is like dropping millions to friends and family.
Yeah, just sharing the wealth.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to if you have $1 billion. Yeah.
Just family. Fuck all my friends.
We're partners in this, man. It's like a marriage.
Drop that, and then I don't know. Like, I'm different. I would buy a nice house around here. just kind of
Michael, your real estate agent's like, Michael, we got a new spot on the moon. It's fantastic. They're like, no, let me get somewhere in National City.
At that point, you can buy a plane.
Yeah, you can Drake it up. Back to Drake.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle. Bring it back to Drake.
Oh, dude, his newest album.
Oh yeah, so I know new album Drake. Back to the singing. That's what we want. Ooh. To me, like, I love rap and stuff, but I'm not I'm a simpleton. I don't care about the lyrics too much. I'm not into conscious rap. I know it does something for people, and it's speaking to what they're going through.
Trap, dirty rap.
Michael, I don't like at a club when the music is, I can dance to it.
I definitely grew up on that.
I'm a chorus guy. I like the chorus and the catchy singing and all that kind of stuff.
I enjoyed that too. Like Drake, I definitely like, Gucci is one of the, Lil Wayne. Even the newer rappers, I'm all about. But
you can't see Michael's pants are sagging all the way down the bottom. He's gangster right now. Yeah.
No, it's that and a mixture of like, metal is like one of my is my foundation, as well as rap. But everything, I listen to everything across the board.
Yeah. I just got put on.
This is good. This is a good segue. I just got put on by my little nephew, group out of Wilcox, where I'm from. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna butcher this. I do apologize. Common Celestials.
I believe that's what it is. We'll play their song at the end of the episode if it's cool with them. We'll play the
Please
song.
Please don't sue.
Don't sue us. Don't copyright us. We have no exposure, but we'll try to get you
three more
fans. We'll try to get you 3 more fans.
He's actually, my nephew's on it.
Yeah.
And this is not a shameless plug.
At first we're like, okay, nephew.
Tell me some music.
Nephew wants us to play a song. He's in a band or a group, and it's catchy.
Like, here, listen to this. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll listen to it. And they have a whole album out. Yeah. And I was like, pleasantly surprised.
Oh, yeah, that's catchy.
I was like, holy shit.
I hit him up recently. I don't know if I hit him up and I say, hey, would you be interested in making a song for us for the intro of when we make an intro? So I want to come up with an intro first. And I said, it might even be 11 seconds or 12 seconds, but if you guys come up with a little jingle or something, he said he'd talk to his friends, might be down. So we'll see if it's cool with him. We'll probably play the little bit of their song at the very end.
But like, I would say pop / like hip hop, because they it's definitely in it. They have great voices. And then jump to like Drake. I was just listening to Pantera over here.
Oh yeah. Our coworker was singing that earlier in the warehouse. Alex.
Oh, Alex.
He was singing it and I was like, are you talking to me? I chimed in. I was like, yeah, he likes the metal music.
Alex is the greatest.
Yeah, that's good. But back to $1 billion, Michael. Well, okay, after you bought me all the stuff I wanted and kicked me over some cash.
I honestly, I would just buy a shit ton of land.
Yeah.
And then I would. And this is going to be super cheesy, but
having your money make you money, basically.
Not even that. At $1 billion, my family's going to enjoy that.
Yeah.
No, I would donate a shit ton, like to nonprofits. But I would be big on getting the money to the people, Because like
not an organization, right? Yeah.
Maybe it's just old age, and I'm like that kooky conspiracy. Like,
yeah. No, I totally agree. Especially with all this thing with like Maui and stuff and everything and all that. You're like the best of intentions with these celebrities, but you start to hear these horror stories like it's not going to the actual people.
I didn't know that.
Like they can give it like even it's like The Rock and Oprah or whatever involved in it, and you think, oh great, you know, they both live there, they're from Hawaii and that type of stuff. But there's like this. I don't know if it's real. I'm pretty sure they're donating money and giving it to. But just the fact that there's any of that buzz going on or chatter, it's like no. You would want to actually go and hand the check to the
and
people
I think the biggest thing that like opened my eyes was where we currently work. Again, we won't say, but where we currently work, one of the practices what we do is we go out to we have distributions, and we go out and we set up, and people come to us, and that's like every other day, and you get to see it. So it's seeing the food actually hit the table less than 24 hours. I'm like sold on it.
It's awesome. Yeah.
But yes, obviously I would buy fucking lots of cars.
What's your first car?
I'm not a big car guy.
Like think about any car you've ever liked in your life. Remember, like Michael, like
Carmen Ghia.
Yeah, Carmen Ghia. But
you know what's funny? My older brother had one, a 1969 Carmen Ghia.
Yeah, it was cool.
And I used to make fun of him. I was like, dude, that's such a weird car.
Yeah, he's like winding it up and putting duct tape on and stuff and everything.
I was like 18 years old, and I didn't know what cool was.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, my older brother was cool.
Yeah.
He drove that car, and now I see it, and I'm like, fuck, I want one.
Yeah.
Really, really bad.
I wanted one for a while, too.
I just want to be James Dean.
Yeah. It looked like a budget James Bond car. You know, like an Aston Martin in a way, you know? Like, I think it's cool.
Aston Martins look ugly to me.
Yeah? No. The James Bond one, the original one? Oh, man. You're crazy. What else? You said you'd buy property, you'd buy a family, everything. You'd buy a car. What you got to think, like, what do you think Rosa, like, what do you think your wife would want out of all that? Like, what would she buy?
Everything.
And there's no reason not to, yeah.
Currently, right now, what she's really into is, like, home decorating. She just redid our whole living room, like new couch, new everything, and it looks great. But I don't know, she would just buy. At $1 billion, you're buying everything. You're buying everything. Yeah. I'm not moving from the couch.
Start buying people.
I'm no. Whoa. And that's the end of the show.
The guys in the back who live in the alley. Yeah. I'll pay you to get the hell out of here.
No, I wouldn't move, bro. Like I would be fatter. Like I don't know. You want to say like, I would get a trainer.
Do you think you would like your personality would change? You know?
No. I'm always gonna be
the way you are.
I didn't even believe that.
Yeah, I know. I'll always be. With my kids.
No, I would disappear. I don't know.
Yeah,
because
travel.
$1 billion. I'd buy a shit ton of land and just do whatever the fuck I want to do. You know what? No, fuck that. I would buy Wilcox.
That would be sick, yeah.
That's my town.
And change it to Mike Cox.
Jeez.
Mike Cox, yeah.
What is that?
Hey, I would change it to Lano, you know. Lano so Land bad. Or something. Lano Land.
Blurt that out.
No, Lano Land.
Not Lano Land.
Lano Land. You know how fun Lano Land sounds? It's just a bunch of big head mascots like me. That'd be amazing. People love it.
But other than it's $1 billion fucking dollars. What would you do?
Yeah, like you comment down there if anybody interested. What would you do with $1 billion? I know what I would do. I would just become a villain. I'd just become the worst person. No, I wouldn't become that. I would find a way to.
Tech.
My friend has told me that before. He's like, "What? Do you think you would blow your money?" I think I can blow $1 billion.
No,
I think I totally could because I would shell out so much of it to everywhere. It wouldn't only be focused money. Like in donating. It would be donating almost to anybody I see. I know I'd be the type of guy if I'm driving a Ferrari and I pull up, I'd be the kind of guy like here's the keys, kid, keep it, like that type of stuff. Because when I die, I want statues built to me. I want a wing at a hospital. I want to be like, this dude gave me. You see that guy Lano who gave Ferrari? Like I would try to become a superhero with money. Just so you see it everywhere, like where money can solve all problems, like if you throw it out the right way. They were saying like Elon Musk, people with $1 billion can give everybody in the world a shit ton of money and still be a billionaire, which is wild. Because there's 10 billion people in the world.
No. There was a whole video on this. Like,
you have like $100 billion.
Don't do it. We're going to show that video right now where the girl's like, you can give everyone $1 million. Or it's like $1 per person.
It wouldn't be $1.
Yes.
There's 10 billion people in the world.
If there's $1 billion people, it's $1. It's literally $1.
$1?
Yes.
if you have, you know how much a billion is? You know, let's do those. What's that meme with all those numbers around?
There's a video where the girl's like, "Oh, you can give $1 million to everyone." No, it's literally $1, I think.
I don't think it's $1.
Yes.
Somebody look at that. Fact check that. We don't do any fact check. We don't have producers.
You said 10 billion people.
Well, yeah, there's billions of people in this world,
and you only have 1 billion. So it's $1 per person. That will be $1 billion.
No, but he doesn't have a billion. He has like hundreds of billions of dollars.
Now you're changing
it. But we're talking about Elon Musk, who has hundreds of billions of dollars.
Lano's never wrong.
Yeah, hundreds of billions of dollars.
Please, someone. I'm gonna laugh if I'm wrong, but I'm 100%.
Michael usually is.
I'm never.
It had Johnny Depp in it. It had Johnny Depp in it. What we do the shadows? I know, Lana. Look it up. He can't debate me on movies. He can't debate me on movies.
We can give $1 million to $1 billion. No, you cannot. It's $1.
It's not $1.
Oh, I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna be like, oh. When I'm right, I'm gonna be, oh.
Like he has, like,
so you're still thinking about
$100 billion. We're talking Elon Musk.
No, you just made. Now you changed it.
No,
to
but I'm saying I was
referring.
She was talking about Elon Musk giving
what
money.
Is that? The Office lawyered?
What?
No, boom roasted.
Oh, boom roasted. Yeah, roasted. I'm not roasted. Just tan slightly. But I said I think I when it comes back around to it, like it's $1 billion is a shit ton of money. Michael would buy stupid shit, do weak stuff with it. Wouldn't do anything cool with it. I would do all the cool stuff with it.
Give it to nonprofits. Michael would do weak shit.
Michael wants nothing named after him. All that kind of stuff. I'm giving Ferraris away and everything. I'm the cool. I'm the Oprah of us. I'm just giving everybody a car.
the guy, the valet guy with the Ferrari, is gonna build a fucking.
Really, it would be my true dream is to just be able to rub elbows with celebrities. I think that if I had a bunch of money, I would move to LA. Michael wouldn't move to LA. I would move to LA and I would get like a fancy house in LA.
From LA. Sorry.
Yeah, I love LA. Just so I can hang around and be in that scene. That would be my thing. Like just so I can rub elbows. I would produce movies. I would do all that kind of stuff. Just because I want to be in that world. Because I've never been able to become an actor or anything like that.
Right now, just like the little glasses.
Oh yeah, just pop down over my head. If we could do that, I'm doing it and it's not going to happen. I'm just sadly holding my fingers like this with the cigarette in my mouth.
But I think that
I say to wrap it up. We're probably going to wrap it up. We're coming to a point where we don't want to go past a certain time frame and just keep going on and on and on.
So much. He hates it so much.
Michael's like, be short.
I'm big on. So we got really good feedback from people saying, hey, like it should be at least an hour, maybe shorter. A lot of people are like shorter. And I now think that's right because we post on YouTube the video, but like on TikTok and Instagram, like people love small format.
Clips, because that's the format. But
and
we're talking to two different people. I love long form content. Like I love to watch. When I enjoy it, I want to see more of it. I'm a person when a 3-hour movie is awesome, like the new Flowers.
Yeah, but you also got to think what the people are doing right now. So they're sitting down, they're watching it, but like most people cannot sit.
But I can. Hour. That's the thing.
You're again. Here we go. Right back around. Lana.
But to me, like you want to appeal to a certain fan base. I want to appeal to a certain fan base. What?
How many of the views are you?
Oh, not that many. Not that many. I don't, because I watch it here. If I watch it, I have it on my computer. I have the editing program. I don't watch it on there. I do go on to see. Hopefully, some people.
If we could turn the camera around right now, it's just literally Lano's face everywhere.
Yeah, it is. It's a sculpture. There's the painting.
Him just in chonies in the corner.
Yeah, it's me. Michael gave me that one. He took it of me in his boudoir. Jesus. But I said I love long form content. I can watch 2-3 hours if it's something I'm into. I understand the generation and people in the content they like. They want to consume it. I do understand, and I do realize the clips are pretty awesome. We get kind of like a little snippet, especially with all of our ramblings and going off into these tangents and stuff. We can really hone in and give somebody what we think's the good part.
Yeah.
And they're watching it, and that's really what's spreading the word. I doubt people watch the whole episode and they determined at the end, like, okay, that was good, I'll give it a subscribe. I think we could put out the good stuff, and because we have a lot of bullshit here for sure. So this episode, we're just like freestyle. Michael and I are freestyle. We tried the last episode. If certain sections of it bored people or anything, we heard, and we knew what was going to fail too.
It was the first one.
It was the nerd talk.
No,
but we love Star Wars and stuff, but we got too nerdy.
I think definitely structure is good.
Yeah. And I think here's the problem with the nerd talk with us. I think we came on and we were talking about everything. And us doing nerd talk kind of put us in a little box. Like we're like, oh, this might just be nerd channel because that's what we were going to do initially. We wanted to talk about movies and stuff like that.
You can't get stuck in it. And obviously, we love Star Wars and everything, but I definitely, when I was watching it, I was like, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah, right. Get to the good stuff, you losers. Yeah.
This is lit.
I never thought I would fast forward myself,
I did. I was like, dude, this sucks.
Fucking losers. Yeah.
But, we're just, it's
episode 3.
I was going to 4. No, 3.
No, we're episode 3. We're only episode 3. And this will be 3, yeah.
Jesus.
We only have 2 episodes up. This is episode 3. And again, we're fine-tuning it. And if we're lucky enough to get more people to follow us, please chime in kind of content you would like to hear me talk. Questions. If you guys got questions for us, I love to go like bing, bing, bing off somebody. Like reply. Come up. I think you guys probably come with better questions than we give each other. We know each other so well. That's why a lot of stuff just goes off into random territory where I feel like I need to ask you a question. I do want to know more about Michael because, again, multiple times in our life, we've been friends for 15 years, but with long periods of our lives where we kind of just did the vegetating where we're by ourselves, kind of don't hang out as much. But when we hang out again, it's just right back to normal. This being one of those cases where this job kind of brought us back around each other more often. Doing this clearly, getting in touch more. Like, hey, let's hang out. Let's do this podcast. Grow our friendship even more and bond more and stuff like that. So I think we'll come up with a bigger, better flow of things. Plus, again, down the pipeline. Again, I think we want guests. I want somebody. I really want to start picking people's brains who I find interesting, who have something interesting to say. And I would love to an actual person who has smart thoughts in their head or actually is an expert at something. I would love to have that on there.
And again, that'll be in the future.
Yeah, in the future, yeah.
We ramble.
Oh no, we ramble.
We're fucking old men.
Yeah, and I believe in real life.
If we don't hey, okay, we're done.
Yeah,
we're gonna ramble for another hour.
Yeah,
Jeez, we're the worst.
Yeah, we're the worst. We're gonna ramble around. If you hang out with us, we're not this bad. We're actually a little more on topic. Yeah, our friends say, yeah, you guys are all over the place.
I gotta do some work now.
I know, but yeah, we're gonna end it here. The next episode will be a little more exciting. We're gonna try to have more Halloween themed stuff. I always say Hawaiian because I just look at herself and this whole setup looks like it's Hawaiian. But Halloween, try to find some costumes, some decorations and stuff here.
We're definitely the next one is going to be a normal one.
Yeah,
it's the 31st.
We'll do one right before Halloween.
We're gonna have a Halloween special. We're gonna be dressed up. It's gonna be creepy. We'll tell ghost stories. You know.
Yeah, and at the very end of this, we're gonna end it. We're gonna throw the song to.
I don't even know.
Come on. I don't even know. Oh, terrible uncle. Terrible uncle.
I know.
What's the name? What's the name of your nephew's group?
Common Celestials.
There you go.
No, I thought you meant what was their song?
Oh, no.
I don't even know their song.
I'm sorry. I don't know. It was
I apologize.
Though. Yeah, but we'll play you out to that one. Yeah.
Fucking call me
Get him, JT. Get him. All right, guys. Later. Peace out.